1 in the morning right now. I've been busy throughout October, November, December. I've got a ton of things going on. One of them being 2 new projects. I know Mammoth here has kind of been getting the crap end of the stick because I'm not finishing it yet. So I'll kind of give you guys a little rundown of how far I am and what's going on with it. So we've got the rear of the frame mostly wire wheeled, at least on this side, on the driver's side. The passenger side still needs to be done. We still have to drop the axle, take the leaves out, take the leaves to get in for powder coating, all the brackets, the block for the lift. Same thing with the axle. Take the axle apart, take the axles out, the spline, the spider gears, and send the axle in to get powder coating as well. But that's where we're at with the Duramax build. One thing I do want to show you guys. So this is one of our new projects. Don't have a name for it yet. It's in the works. It's a 2008 C6 Corvette. And here she is. So it's torn apart right now. The body is not in the greatest shape. It's got a minor ding in the driver door. I've kind of sanded it down as best I could. I will take it to a body guy. Kind of sucks because I want the whole car original, but it's one of those things where the car is going to be wrapped anyways. It's going to get the ZR1 body kit. Yeah, for right now, all the panels are stock. It's got the carbon fiber roof, all that good stuff. But it's got new wheels and tires. It did come with a set of slicks. We will be throwing those on the next time I do run it. But for now, the ideal thing to get done is the engine bay. So this thing is naturally aspirated for right now. It does have a BTR, stage 4 cam. It's got ported heads, all the good stuff, headers, exhausts, etc. But it does have a lot of new good things on it, like an alternator, steering pump, all the good shenanigans. But what we're doing right now is we're wrapping the exhaust, at least some of it, because there's a lot of heat coming from these freaking headers. And I noticed one of the plugs for the spark kind of burnt out. So I got a new one. It came in contact with one of the headers, and I'd rather just wrap the top of them for now. And one of the days I'll pull it all the way out and wrap the entire exhaust. That would be more ideal. But for now, at least to keep some of the heat away, I'm going to wrap the top of it and kind of go from there. Oh, and we're also going to clean up this harness because, oh, there goes the light. But this harness is all electric tape. It looks kind of crappy in my opinion, but we're going to put some nice wrap over all the wire harness. We're pretty much just going to button it all up and we're going to make it look dialed, to say the least. But for now, let's get into it. Also, take it for within a grain of salt if you want. When you're doing these, soak them in water, make them dark like this. It goes on a heck of a lot easier. You have, you're fighting it a lot less. So that's just one tip I got for you guys. Get these wet, hold it in your hand, soak with a water bottle, hold it under your sink, squinch it out pretty good to where it's pretty wet or pretty damp or moist, I guess you can say. And then start wrapping, especially if you're doing a full exhaust. You want it super, super tight, as best as you can get it. I'm doing the best I can for right now. But yeah, that's just my advice to you guys. Get these wet before you put them on. So we got the driver's side done, pretty much about buttoned up. It looks pretty solid. And we're gonna get started with the passenger side. It's a little dirty. I'm gonna start cleaning things up, start cleaning all these hoses, making sure everything's dialed. And we're gonna finish it up right now. Just like that. We're just about buttoned up. I didn't wrap the headers on this side. I'll get to that once I pull the headers off, and then we'll wrap the whole entire thing because it was just way too tight of a fit to try to fight everything. But we got most of the hoses wrapped up. We got the wire harness pretty much buttoned up for now. We will be getting rid of this oil return that goes to the intake. We will be getting a catch can as well. All when we get the carbon fiber cold air intake. And then when we get our new radiators from Ishimoto, you know, the whole 9 yards. Once we get everything in, we will get rid of this guy here because there's honestly no point. And then there's also down in here, there's also a return that goes to the intake as well. We will be deleting that, and the catch can will be going to that right there as well. We will show you guys the whole, or I will show you guys the whole install on that. So it is currently in the morning now. Actually, no, it's not morning. I stayed up all night. I think it's like 2 p.m. right now, maybe 3, not sure. But we got a package, and we went with the original taillights. So let me show you actually real quick. Don't mind all this mess. But we originally had these, I guess you can call them ghetto taillights. I'm not sure what these are. But we went with the stock taillights. Let me know what you guys think. I like them. I really dig them. The wife digs them. But with the wrap I want to do and the style I'm going to go with the ZR1 body kit, these taillights are ideal. At least in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. I know a lot of people out there like to stick with the OG taillights, you know, the Halos or the originals. But for some reason, these taillights on another ZR1, chef's kiss. But we're going to install these, and we're going to see what they look like. Alright guys, so I kind of skipped a section of what I've been doing with the car, and I've actually had, I had a the driver window actuator go out on me. And the reason why it went out on me is because the previous owner who had this car built, the shop did something kind of shady, and kind of just show you guys. But before it was worse, so they actually zip tied the spindle here to one of the tracks. And then this motor was wire tied to this track over here. And it's all broken. So, and they also put, you can see the little holes, but they put self-tappers in here so that while this wouldn't spin freely anymore. So this window wasn't working because of that reason. So we actually got a new Delco OEM window actuator, the whole entire kit. We're gonna go ahead and install that right now. So we got the new OEM window actuator right here. And it's bad mamma jamma. Brand spanking new. So we're gonna get to installing this, and we'll do a little time lapse. We'll skip to it. Go change my tee real quick. That's a little better. And before we install this window actuator, I'm actually going to clean the entire alley out of this door. It is pretty filthy. Probably never been seen or never even been, you know, messed with. But all that grime, yeah, that's coming out. That's not ideal. But here pretty soon too, we'll probably end up doing that in the future for the passenger window as well. So let's get to it. All right, let's do an unboxing on this old girl. Shoo, she brand new. Brand new. Oh man. Look at that. But the only problem that I'm noticing I'm gonna have is these dang nuts that go on there. Cause I don't have them. It's because whoever freaking took this thing apart inside the door panel didn't leave them behind. So we're gonna have to find some. I'm gonna look in the garage and kind of see what I got. So believe it or not, we actually found, well not 3, but we found 2 that do match the size for these studs on the back side of the motor. And we're gonna get this thing installed and finally have a working door. All right, guys, so that's actually gonna wrap it up. As you guys can see, got the window working. One thing I do want to mention when you are doing this, if you do change these out, is that when you close the door, that's when your window goes all the way up. So I was actually struggling for when I was trying to figure out why my window wasn't going all the way up. So when you install these window actuators, it only goes up about 1/4 of the way. But you have to put your door panel together, make sure everything is good to go, everything is plugged in and correct. And then when you close your door, close it inside, like while you're sitting inside your car. When you close your door, that's when your window will go all the way up, and then you can reset it for when you close your door, then your window goes all the way up and closes. And then one thing that I do want to mention, I'm still waiting on my door actuator. So right now I got to pull this tab to actually open up my door. But for now, that's gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.